Shots of Brown, shots of Brown, black, black. Show 'em on the track, show 'em on the track. Take a shot, take a shot, take a shot. Shots of Brown. You can take it straight or on the rock. Shots of Brown. On this platform, it goes down. Shots of Brown. They know it ain't no cap on Shots of Brown. Take a shot.
Hey, yo, welcome back to another episode of Shots of Brown, baby. I told y'all I was coming back with this Landon video. Shout out to all my day ones. If you a new subscriber, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. We're on the road to 10K followers. Let's get there. All right, so for those that's new to the channel, one of the first people I interviewed on my channel was my cousin Landon. He was the first person I interviewed on this channel. He's the first person I interviewed. If you scroll down, you'll see his video, but I'll pin his interview right here in the comment. When I originally interviewed Landon, the first video that I did before that, I talked about the episode of Every Little Step that my mother and Uncle T was on. I reviewed that on here. Landon he didn't see it. He didn't really see that. He didn't see that interview. He didn't know, what I had going on. So I reached out to him, he knew Shots of Brown was coming, but he didn't see that episode. So boom, I reached out to him. He's the next one that comes on, First and foremost, I want to say me and my cousin Landon was always like this. I still love you to this day, nigga. And if anything was to ever happen to him, I'm pulling up first, ASAP. That's my little cuz, you know what I'm saying? Me and little cuz was like this, and it's just unfortunate that this situation right here between me and his pops had to, be why me and him don't speak no more, but I understand. It's all good. He knows the truth, and we had several conversations. He knows what's up and, all that. But he said some things on the podcast that coincided with what I was saying about his pops, my message. You know what I'm saying? He gave a story about him being molested at 11 years old by some adult sending some woman to his school. Better yet, we're not even gonna speculate on it. I'm gonna just let you hear it from his mouth, himself. And this is where everything sort of took a turn at with me and little cuz. I had to mark it. So it's about to come in. And before I get into this, I want to make a disclaimer. When me and Landon spoke about this, I didn't know Landon was going to speak on this, so it really caught me a little off guard, and I'm pretty sure it made him a little uncomfortable. So we really jokingly talked about this, but this is not a joking matter, not nothing to laugh about. This is a real serious situation, and I want y'all to just pay attention to this.
Just for me, let me see. How old was you when you lost your virginity, cuz?
I was 11. I was 11 old, and the situation was really awkward because it was something that a family member set up for me.
Damn, you was younger than me.
One of my relatives he was like, man, Landon is kind of like, I heard him saying this in conversation with somebody.
So just to break it down, I don't know if you can hear it, but basically he's saying at 11 years old, you can go back to this interview. Basically what he's saying was at 11 years old, somebody thought he was, kind of funny, and they wanted to break him up out of that, and they sent 2 grown adult women to his school that picked him up, took him back to the house, did what they did with him, turned him out. You know what I'm saying? But
overly positive, and he's real sensitive, and he's real, you see where I'm going, what they thought I was, right?
Right.
They were like, I don't know, man, I think we need to make sure.
Right.
So they sent somebody to get me from school. right? And the ladies that picked me up from school, they took everything.
They took damn good care of you, man.
They took everything, bro. I was never the same.
So these was grown women, obviously.
Grown women, bro. They took everything, bro. Everything.
And you was 11. How was this experience, man?
Man, it was interesting because I'm not even sure that my body was completely completely developed, man. Like I'm not even sure that because when the situation ended, right, when it was over, man, it was like a puff of smoke came out. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I wasn't producing nothing to, you know what I'm saying? So it was
Make a long story short, if y'all want to see that interview, y'all can go check that out yourself. I'll pin it in the comments, so y'all ain't got to scroll all the way to the bottom and find the interview. But basically, on that right there, you heard what he said. Basically, what he was talking about, that person that sent them people to that school to do that to him was his pops. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be, oh, well, I don't know, it was his pops. It's plain and simple. So then when he did that, and it was time for us to go, and that came out, and they seen that, whoop-de-whoop, and he couldn't do no more interviews. I mean, me and Landon was gonna do a lot of things with this, but we had set up something else after that. After that was aired and that came out and they seen that, shut it down. No, don't go on there no more. Don't say nothing else. Boom, 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 boom. Know what I'm saying? So Landon never came back on. So that was the start of it right there. Know what I'm saying? Uncle B already knew where I was going with it, and then Landon came with that. And it was like, oh, damn, I mean, shut it all down right there. Then, that was numero uno. No more Landon being with me on that podcast. No more Landon talking, doing too much shit with me no more. Boom. Then the stuff with the Bobby Christina Foundation comes out. I start doing stuff on the Bobby Christina Foundation. I start doing videos on that. If you're my day ones know, they can get in the comments and verify everything I'm saying. You know, I advocated for and spoke out on that Bobby Christina Foundation. Like, why isn't nobody who loves Bobby Chris for real and running this, involved in this? Why is it all Alicia's family? Why isn't, Landon, her living siblings need to be involved in that. Landon and LaPrincia need to be involved in that. Lil B wasn't living at this time no more. Rest in peace to him. I advocated for that. When I put that video out, literally the next day or two, that's how I know they was on this shit in the beginning. They went on the website and changed everything up. Everything that I said, Alicia and them went back and changed it exactly how I said on the website and added LaPrincia and added Landon. Landon then calls me on the phone. When I put the video out talking about that, he calls me like, yo, I told you. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let me rewind this a little bit. So when I put the video out speaking on the Bobby Christina Foundation, know what I'm saying? And I was advocating like whoop-de-whoop. Why ain't nobody who her siblings need to be involved in this? Boom, boom, boom. A couple of days later, they change it. Landon hits me like, yo, cuz whoop-de-whoop, man. Your video, your shit that you talking on that video, you shaking the room. Know what I'm saying? You see they came and changed everything. Alicia came to me and boom, 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 asked me what roles that I want to play. I told her it don't matter, whatever. And she put them on the website. I then went and talked about that on there. Like, yo, y'all see, shout out to my cousins, man. We changing shit. We shaking the room. I got them on Bobby Chris's shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I'm just showing y'all how they paying attention to everything I'm saying. But my day ones can verify everything that I'm saying on that. So when me and Landon when I did that video and I spoke about them changing that shit and I spoke on them changing and putting Landon them on there, maybe I was wrong for speaking on it and putting it out there, but I'm happy. I'm celebrating. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm happy. This is my little cousin who y'all been taking advantage of and using her name, and I'm speaking on this shit and I'm catching wind and people's paying attention, and now y'all see y'all had to add my fucking family members to that shit. I had to add her family to that. Yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm like, it's all coming from a good cause with me, all love. I'm feeling like, nigga, yeah, let's go. Know what I'm saying? So I guess that didn't sit well with Landon because it put him in a hot spot with his pops, Alicia, and with his pops and Alicia, which I understand, which I was never trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm advocating for us, dog. I'm advocating for the Browns. I'm not letting motherfuckers come in and do no foul shit and think they're gonna get away with it. Alicia came in and did that whole Bobby Christina Foundation play, and it was foul from the jump. It was never about no real love. She ain't really have no real love for Chrissy. Chrissy ain't have no real love for her. She should have never been in the mix of it. She should have never even, none of her people should be in the mix of that. That should be a Brown Houston thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying I need to be in the mix, but I'm saying her siblings have them in that. And I changed that. Although the paperwork might not be changed in the background to where their name is on it, but I made them go and change that website up. And that was my whole thing. Like, y'all see, okay, and I'm letting my subscribers and my supporters, I'm updating them. Like, y'all go to the website now and see that the shit that I just spoke on, they changed it up. Boom. People can verify this in the comments. And if y'all remember that, drop it in the comments. But that's where me and Landon, and that was another strike where shit went wrong. Then I started going in harder and harder on certain topics. You know what I'm saying? And Landon hit me one day like, yo, nigga, I'm coming into Atlanta and it's pressure and I need to see you and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, nigga, pull up on me wherever. You know what I'm saying? I'll come get you from the airport. Whatever needs to be done, let's do that. Let's do that. He came in town, never reached out to me. I reached out to him. What's up, cuz? We linking or what we doing? Oh, I was whoop-de-whoop, gave me some excuse, and me and him never linked. You know what I'm saying? We might have touched bases a few more times after that, but I reached out to him probably a few more times after that, and we probably spoke a few more times after that, but it never been nothing serious. But one thing, Landon, and even this video, this ain't nothing against my little cuz, because my little cousin was somebody that was in the middle who, of course he gonna ride with his pops, but he know the truth. See, me, I'm this way. I'm riding with truth. If you wrong, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go and tell that person, no, you wrong. You know, you wrong. Make that right. And that's what I was hoping that everybody else was going to do. Go to Bob like, man, Pops, make that shit right with Shayne. You know Shayne love you, nigga. Come on, man. You know how you and Shiz was like this. Come on, bro. You killed that man with that information, man. Make that shit right. But nobody did that for Shiz. Everybody turned their back. Fuck Shiz. It's all good. It was all good. Know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving this, showing y'all truth, actual, factual shit that took place. And that's why. But see, and that's why another thing, all these women and people, all these grown-ass women who be on here and be like, oh, well, you trying to tear Bobby down with this, that, and the third. See, since I was a little boy, fucking groupies used to come to the mansion, such and such. We sucking on their titties when you in a strip club. So y'all might just be them women who was cool with little kids touching y'all and cool with doing shit with little children. And that was a problem because for me speaking out, I don't know, is it you? But we've been doing this since kids. Real talk. And I'm just speaking the truth, bro. I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. I'm just speaking the truth. This same shit that Lena discussed on here happened to my sisters. I'm going to be a goddamn fool to not sit up and speak on my sister's behalf. Nah. And that's all what this whole thing was about. But at the end of the day, Landon, I love you, nigga. And hopefully one day we can come back and get this shit right. Because you know the truth. I know the truth. Like everybody else know the truth. And this shit could have been squashed way back when. But everybody ain't standing how I'm standing. Everybody ain't rocking how I'm rocking. So I got to understand that. And I got to just pick up the pieces and move on with my life. And I'm in a better headspace now to do that. But when I come on here and I speak my stories, I'm just speaking the truth. Anybody that's hurt, hey, man, it is what it is. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's where me and Landon's fallouts began. You know, he came on there. He gave them stories. That shit he was talking about his pops on those shits. It had his pops feeling a certain type of way. I was already coming at his pops. So he's like, oh shit, boom, boom, boom. Then it shit just trickled down the line and kept happening. But that's where it goes. That's where it starts from start to finish. I haven't been in contact with Landon in a while. I love you. I hope you're doing well. Hope your family doing well. Hope your wife, your kids, and everybody else doing well, cuz. But you know me, and even if you go back and watch the videos of me and him in the interviews, he said, shit, you always been 100. You always been stand up. You ain't never tucked your tail. You always spoke your mind. And I'm going to die like that. Know what I'm saying? But ain't no love lost with Landon because Landon's never wronged me. Landon ain't never did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I love my little cousin to death. And if anything was ever to happen to my little cuz, I would be the first person on the battlefield coming. But I guess me speaking my truth and me saying certain things that I said didn't sit well with a lot of people, and they didn't like that it made certain people look crazy. But I don't care how shit made nobody look. I want you to think about how my sisters felt when all this shit was taking place. But I came to people as a grown man and tried to do this the right way. And then people still turned around and bent over and gave me ass to kiss, like I was just gonna stick my face in it happily. I don't play like that, man, because ain't nobody ever, come on, man. I'm a grown man, bro. Let's be real. And real is real, and that's what it is. And I just gave y'all the real truth from the top to the bottom. Hate it or like it or love it, hate it or love it. I don't give a damn what nobody do. It's the truth. It's the truth. But much love to everybody. Shout out to all my day ones. If you're a new sub, I love you too. I'll be back with more content, baby. Shots of Brown.